Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents More Than Meets the Third Eye. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live, okay? Hello, Howard, Pearly, Hiram, Conscious, Miss Fitz, Cherokee Descended King, Davida. All right, March, Tamisha, My Aunt Egypt, Melanated Brown, Woke One is Black, M is Bless, Asha, Mwambe. Okay, let's get into it, people. So listen, I apologize for my tardiness, okay? I do apologize, people. Okay, so I want to talk about spiritual warfare. Now, as you know, we are clearly engaged in that right now. You know, the devils are busy. They are working tirelessly and relentlessly to lower our vibrational frequencies. You may remember at the beginning of the pandemic, and yes, I said pandemic, you may remember how they were telling people that only the essential businesses could stay open, and that included liquor stores, cigar shops, right, and smoke shops, but not churches. The churches were closed, right? And it seems to me that they don't want people praying together, because whether you believe in, going to church or not, it is a known fact that when people pray together, meditate together, right, when like minds come together on one accord, well, you are more likely to get the prayers to be answered, right? You're more likely to manifest things, okay? So I found it interesting that they had the churches closed and didn't want people praying together, but they could have the liquor stores open, mind you, and cigar shops and smoke shops. So let's talk about this. Also, I want to talk about Kamala Harris. All right, for those of you, which I'm sure most of you or all of you follow me on my other channels, Authentic Black Goddess TV and the Queen EST-Spiritual TV show, right? Now, hold on. Let me get this pulled up real quick, because I want to also talk about Kamala Harris and something that she said. Hold on. I mentioned this to you all on my other channels, but I want to talk about that today also, because it is clearly relevant. Clearly relevant. Let me see if I can find that video. Here we go, right here. Okay, here we go. This is just a 26 second clip, but I want you all to hear this nonetheless, because you see, like I told you, the devils are busy. In fact, they are always busy. And this is what I want you to understand and realize, beloveds. You know, when the enemy attacks, they bring things wrapped or packaged in deception, designed in such a way as to manipulate the truth of the Most High. Now, basically, for example, you know, they say that the enemy comes to lie, kill, steal, and destroy. They say that the devil mixes lies with the truth to confuse you. This is very true. These devils that walk around cloaked in human flesh, right? They do mix lies with the truth to confuse you. And you may remember that when I spoke on Dr. Fauci, when I have spoken on him previously, I said that he says one thing and then he turns around and says something different. And I said, is he confused? Or perhaps he's trying to confuse us. And I absolutely think he's trying to confuse us, because see, he's a devil, and that's what the devils do. They mix lies with the truth to confuse you. And he also, as I told you earlier, minces words, okay? And he uses terms, medical terminology, that most people may not understand. And he does this to throw you off, especially when people ask him questions that he doesn't want to answer straightforward. That's what he tends to do, right? So with these deceptive tactics that are clearly being used by the devil and his entourage, okay, clearly, they're specifically designed to, to make you fall prey to demons. And they are a ploy to misguide you and mislead you, right? And to stop you from experiencing an abundance of the life that you're trying to live, that the Most High has set here for you. Trying to prohibit you from gaining truth, wisdom, and knowledge, right? Trying to fill you with all types of trickery. And as I told you, the devils speak with forked tongues, so you know they're lying anytime they open their mouths, and they also cast spells with their words. So let's talk about this. Now, Kamala Harris the other day referenced the Bible. That is a trick of the devil. See, like I said, mixing lies with the truth to confuse you, because what she said is in the Bible, but in the context and manner that which she used it is not. Okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to show you all this video. It's a brief clip, just like a 30-second clip from what she said, but I want you all to pay attention to it. Okay? To how the devil uses his entourage. Some people call them minions, to fool us, the children of Israel. Okay? Everyone, please like and share the video. Please get the likes up. Share the video with at least 5 people if you could. I would really appreciate it. Y'all know they shadow ban the queen around here. Okay? Okay, so here we go.
The act of getting vaccinated, the act of administering the vaccinations, well, these acts are the very essence of what the Bible and so many faiths tell us about the importance of our role and our power when we say love thy neighbor. And I truly believe in the power of that.
Okay, y'all heard it straight from the devil's ears, or straight from the devil's mouth to your ears, right? So let me say this. Hold on, let me get a few of these comments really quick. Davida says, I want to punch her regular ace for lying on the Most High. Revelations 13, 16, 18, and Revelations 14, 9. And y'all still voted for these demons. Clearly, you know they doing, you know what they're doing to people spiritually. Yes, absolutely. Now, the devil referenced the Bible. Imagine the irony of that. I want to tell you that also devils go and sit up in church right on the front pew as if they actually listening to the pastor. And some of them are even devils, but I digress. So this is absolutely what they do. They will quote the scripture. Many of demons that have been cast out have quoted the scripture. Okay? Demons and devils can walk right up in church and sit on the front pew and act like they just as holy as they want to be. And many people are deceived by them. That's just the facts. So now when Kamala said that it was in the Bible for us to get that jab, talking about love thy neighbor and all of that, right? Well, what she didn't say, it's in the Bible, then why not let churches stay open during the pandemic? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Now, isn't that something? Isn't that something? That's what they didn't do, right? But now they want us to think it's blessed and ordained by the Most High. Isn't it something how the devils use their trickery? Hold on, because I have more. Hold on, people. Now, I want y'all to listen to this, because this is what she didn't say. Let me pull this up real quick. Now listen to this. Revelations 13, chapter 13, 16 through 17. And he caused it all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And she wanted to talk about the Bible as it pertains to the venom, as I call it, because it was produced by snakes. That's what she should have been referencing. And yes, Terry, she is a false prophet. And you know, they say in the end days, there will be many a false prophet that comes upon us. So we have to always be paying attention to these devils and demons, right? So with that all being said, you all tell me if this is not being played out right now. Let me read it again. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And we all know that number is 666. I don't find it a coincidence that Bill Gates and his wife, they got that HR bill they came up with is 060606, right? 06060606. They actually added an extra 6 just to try to throw you off your game. But we all know what they were talking about, right? So lots of trickery. Kamala Harris and all those like her are going to get enough of playing with the Bible. Yes, they are, beloved, dark-skinned brother. Mark says church and state were never separated. Absolutely, March. Renee says scripture tell us not to partake in the unclean thing. There are pork and mouse cells in that mess. It also contains aborted fetus, cannibalism. Let's not even get into cannibalism, beloved, because you're absolutely right, Renee. And with that all being said, when they talk about this zombie apocalypse, y'all know it's going to be cannibalism going on, right? Y'all know that they're purposely causing a famine, right? I want y'all to remember the scripture that says, hold on, let me find that. I'm referencing back, and I know some of y'all don't believe in the Bible. You know, somebody was trying to go in on the queen one day when I was referencing scripture. I want to say this to those that felt that way. You see, the Bible is real. The things in the Bible are true. Here's the thing, though. You can't take everything literally. Some of the Bible you can take literally because it's quoted just as it was in the ancient book of the dead, left by our ancient Cometians, i.e. the Egyptians. But most of the Bible is written in allegorical text. So when you hear stuff like Jonah was swallowed by a whale for 3 days, that's not true. That's a fairy tale. Okay, it's safe to assume that that's an allegory, that you shouldn't take that literally. When they said Noah built the ark and brought 2 of each animal and 7 of some, the clean animals, onto the ark, you should know that's not true. What did they eat? Where did they put the sharks and the whales if they didn't have water in the ark? I mean, how did they survive? So clearly, if it doesn't make sense, it's a lie, right? So we know that too is an allegory, okay? These things too are of an allegory. If you read Galatians 24th chapter, verses 1 through 4, yeah, it does say that these things too are of an allegory. I believe I said the right scripture with Galatians, but at the end of the day, hold on. Let me pull up my references, honey, because I don't want to quote anything incorrectly. All right. Galatians 4, chapter 4, 24th verse. My mistake. Okay, I think it's the 22nd through the 24th verses, right? And it says, these things too are an allegory, all right? So basically telling you that the Bible has allegories in there, right? So with that all being said, if they're telling you in the Bible that there's allegories, I don't know why some people don't understand that and get that. And they think that you're supposed to take everything in the Bible literally. That's just not what you're supposed to do. That's not what you're supposed to do. So let me go on. Hold on, people. Hold on. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, one by a slave woman or a free woman. But the son of the slave was born according to the flesh, while the son of the free woman was born through promise. Now, this may be interpreted allegorically, right? These women are 2 covenants. Now, with that all being said, that isn't the King James Version. That's the English Standard Version, right? But in the King James Version, let's see how they word it. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, one from a bondmaid, and a bondmaid is a slave, and the other of a free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born of the flesh. So that means the one who was born by the slave was born of the flesh, but the free woman was of promise. Now, which things are an allegory? For these are the 2 covenants, the one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. So these things too are an allegory. It's telling you right then and there that the Bible is full of allegories. I mean, all one need do is pay attention. Queen, I myself love when you quote scriptures. Well, thank you, Terry, beloved. Cole says, hey, Queen, at lunch, I'm listening now. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. So with that all being said, now listen to this. Listen to this. Hold on. Here we go. Let me make sure I pull up the King James Version because I know most people read that. Okay, now listen to this. This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all of these things must come to pass, and the end is not yet. And the end is not yet. There shall be wars and rumors of wars. Don't we have that going on right now? Don't we have rumors of wars? Now, I'm going to talk to you all about this more in depth at 6 p.m. You see, because I gave some predictions. I don't know if you all remember the things that I tell you prophetically. You know, when I have these dreams that come true, or when my intuitiveness kicks in, I have told you all numerous things that have come to pass. I told you about the fact that they're going to cause a famine. And even as we speak, don't they have the farmers? They've told them to stop growing the crops, paying them money, right? To stop growing the crops, leaving the freights at the ports rather than delivering them to their designated places. Okay, this is all an effort to cause and create a famine. And then they talk about a zombie apocalypse. If people are starving, they'll resort to cannibalism. Trust me, they've done it before. There's documented proof of these things. Okay, one group of people more so than others. With that all being said, that is the zombie apocalypse. And they said it would be caused by what? A virus. Didn't they say that? That's what they said, not me. And the zombie apocalypse preparedness plan is on the CDC's own website, and the Pentagon even has one. So we can safely assume that these things must be true. I mean, if the government, the Pentagon, is talking about it, and if it's on the CDC's own website, and they have a plan in preparation for it, and they even talked about it on the mainstream media. Funny, they talked about it after the Queen did a broadcast on it, bringing light to it, made a whole video about it. So I'm just saying, these things are absolutely true. Thank you, Conscious Outlaw Beloved, for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings to you. So with that all being said, right, here's the thing. I have told you all numerous of times, many of these things that are going to happen. I also told you all, and I want y'all to pay attention. I told you all, I've been telling you for the past 2 months, that they're going to start turning the people who didn't get the jab against those who did. The people who got it going to turn against the people who didn't. And then I told you they're going to start blaming the ones who didn't for the variants. That's what they're going to start doing. They're going to start blaming the ones who didn't get the jab, the venom, for the variants. Okay? I want y'all to pay attention to that, because President Biden said something recently, and I'm going to show y'all that video, and we're going to unpack and talk about what he said this evening on Authentic Black Goddess TV and the Queen Ahmadiyyah TV show. I'm going live on those simultaneously as usual. I want y'all to pay attention, because we're going to talk about that, what he in fact said, and how that directly corresponds to what the Queen has been telling you for months and Sundays. Okay? But hold on, because there's more. Now I want y'all to pay attention. Here we go. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channels if you haven't done so already. I think this is it. Let me see. Hold on, people. Hold on. Here we go. Listen to this. Revelation 6:8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. Ironically, that's the name of William Cooper, a known whistleblower, but the government calls him a conspiracy theorist, and he was assassinated, just so you know, for speaking truth. He was assassinated, just so you know, for speaking truth. There have been many people killed for speaking truth, so just so y'all know. So those of us who speak the truth that they don't want told, just pay attention to the risk that people take on. Now, Revelation chapter 6 to 8 verse, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. The beast of the earth. The beast of the earth. I want y'all to pay attention. The beast of the earth, wouldn't that be animals? Wouldn't it be safe for us to assume those are animals? I want y'all to pay attention. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you, Terry, beloved, for your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Thank you, NY Nightingale, beloved, for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings to you as well. Now, I want y'all to pay attention, because I just played for you all on the broadcast this morning where Dr. Fauci was going back and forth with Rand Paul. And what did Rand Paul say about that research over there in Wuhan, China, that he accused Fauci and the NIH of funding? He said that, he asked him, he said, didn't you all take the animal virus and then, do something to it so that it would be transmitted to humans? Didn't they say that? So let me read that last part again. There shall be hunger and death with the beast of the field, or the beast of the earth. Beast being animals, hunger and death. So if you take animal viruses and give them to humans, wouldn't that cause death? And then also, when they're not letting the farmers grow food, wouldn't that cause hunger? So creating famine, right? Queen, it is time for us to go. Thank you, beloved. I know it's time for the other video to start. Thank you, beloved. And thank you for your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings. We're going to leave in just a moment. But with that all being said, here's the thing. So they're causing famine, i.e. hunger, which is in Revelations, right? Or Revelation. And they're also causing death. I want y'all to pay attention. And there was a pale horse, and he that sat upon him was death, and hell followed him. Now, who is this pale horse? Who is this pale horse with death upon them and hell following? I'm going to say it's Bill Gates. That's who I think it is, okay? The four horses of the apocalypse, and then they talk about a zombie apocalypse. I want y'all to pay attention to this stuff, right? Pay attention to what the devils are really saying. Pay attention to what they are really saying. That's why I'm telling you all, this is in fact spiritual warfare. And when it's spiritual warfare, what do? We have to arm ourselves with what? With the word of the Most High. You see, spiritual warfare doesn't attack the physical body. It attacks the psyche. Okay? It gets in your mind and tries to reprogram you, tries to alter your thinking, tries to disconnect you from your faith and belief in the Most High. It tries to lower you down to Luciferian thinking, to satanic thinking. That's what it tries to do. Okay? They cast these spells with their words. They go out here and they perform mischief. They go out here and they call truth lies, and they call lies the truth. That's what the devil does. This is spiritual warfare. And I want you to know something. Anytime that you are feeling depressed, anytime you are feeling angry, anytime you are feeling worried, anytime you are grieving, anytime you are sick, anytime someone's dying, anytime you see lying, anytime there's deception, any of these things, trust and believe the devil is sitting right there pulling all the strings. And that's how you know it's spiritual warfare, because everything that I just named is going on collectively right now as I speak. So I want to remind you that as you are sitting here listening to the sound of my voice, none of this is by accident. You see, it's all designed by the Most High. Okay? I am a messenger here to prepare you for what is to come. Because as I told you on a previous broadcast, only the strong will survive. Those of us who bend, bow, and break, those of us who cannot take the pressure, those who do not stand strong and firm in their beliefs and speak the truth and accept the truth when it is spoken to you, they're going to perish for lack of knowledge. And unfortunately, it's nothing we can do to save them. You see, it is destined for them to go. Because truly, they are the ones holding the rest of us back from freedom and liberation. So knowing that we are engaged in spiritual warfare, that is why we must put on the whole armor of God to defend ourselves against these devils and their attacks with their entourages and minions coming for us on a daily. We have to not bow and break and bend. We have to also be able to use our own discernment to determine and to decipher and to acknowledge and comprehend truth rather than the lies. Because the devil is very crafty and clever with the lies. And when I use the word clever, I don't mean smart. I just mean maniacal and slick. Okay? Because you see, they have taken Confederate counsel. The crafty counsel of the wicked has taken Confederates against my people. They are Confederate against us. All right? So pay attention. All these lies and confusion being spewed, it's all to keep you low vibrational, to cause fear, to turn people against one another, to sow seeds of division and discord. That's all it is. Because a house divided cannot stand. So when you have them talking about those who got the venom and those who didn't, like it's a war, you see, this is what they want. This is absolutely what they want. Because if everybody just goes crazy and starts killing everybody, they're going to be sitting back there laughing, knowing that they're pulling all the strings and holding all the cards. And they mix truth with the lies to make it seem more convincing. This is what pathological liars do, because that's what all the devils are, pathological liars. So they mix the lies with a little bit of truth. Because if you hear them lying, and you know some of the stuff they're saying sounds right, it's all true, you might believe everything that they're saying. If you are not sharp and on your wits have your wits about yourself, you'll fall right into the trap. And then they'll have you thinking that somebody like me who's speaking truth to power, somebody like Brother RZA who's speaking truth to power, somebody like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. who's speaking truth to power, somebody like Dr. Buttar who's speaking truth to power, somebody like Dr. What I forget her name, Tenpenny. They'll have you thinking that they're all lying. That's what they'll have you thinking, that these people are conspiracy theorists out here peddling BS. But what they won't do is challenge any of them to a debate. I want you to pay attention to that. Because if they were so full of truth, why won't they sit down at the table with them and have a discussion? Why won't they show some receipts to prove and dispel the things that they said? They won't, because they can't. All right? So pay attention, people. With that all being said, I'm going to close out this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. And I may go live on this channel again today. All right, because it is much needed, our spiritual vitamins. I want you all to stay high vibrational, stay in good spirits, and don't let people deter you. And please don't be distracted by the foolishness going on when they out here having these gossip stories about Bill Gates and his wife getting a divorce. Don't nobody care about him or his wife. Don't nobody have time for that. We don't care about them getting a divorce. What we care about is the stuff they peddling and the agenda and narrative that they're pushing. Okay, mainly on our people. That's what we need to be focused on, not them divorcing or how many shares they got in this company or not. We don't care about that. Okay, don't listen to these songs out here with all the over-sexualized innuendo going on in the videos that they're trying to put out at black folks. They're not saying nothing about using condoms, but they want to peddle sex, but at the same time act like they care about your health. Please pay attention to those things too. All right. With that all being said, I'm going to close out this broadcast. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at QueenAhmadiyyah, on Instagram at divine_goddess_27, Brighton, Patreon, and Melanated People, QueenAhmadiyyah, and Twitter at DGoddess27. Please join me on the next live, which is going to be on my true crime channel. Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents True Crimes. I'm going back to back on there. I have 2 lives for you. Very interesting, okay? So make sure you tune back in. Until next time, Royals, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.